Here today to talk about the upcoming changes as of August 1st as a result of the NAR Settlement Agreement. There are two changes as follows. First, the buyer broker's offer of compensation will no longer be listed in the MLS. And secondly, a buyer broker agreement will be required for realtors to work with buyers. The compensation no longer being listed on MLS does not mean that there is no longer offers of compensation to be had. They're just not going to be advertised in the same way. And inside of the buyer broker agreement, one of the things that will be communicated in a very clear way is what your realtor expects in their professional fee. So these two things are tied together. The exact nature of how you'll be working with your realtor going forward, buyers, is going to be negotiable and outlined inside the buyer broker agreement. When I began my journey with buyers, I like to do a buyer consultation, and that will last anywhere from 30 minutes to possibly 2 hours, depending on how much information there is to be shared. And that really creates the foundation and expectations of our relationship moving forward. It allows me access to the things that get them excited about their next home or first home purchase, the areas of interest that they have in terms of location, the ideal monthly payment that they will have, or the price range that they're open to working in, the features about the home, and if they've spoken to a lender and really got that kind of hammered out in terms of the type of money they have in savings and what they will need from the lender perspective, which is extremely important for us as buyers brokers to help them find their next home or first home. So the buyer broker agreement will apply when you are having your realtor open many doors for you. There are still some ways where you can see homes of interest to you without being in a buyer broker agreement, and let me kind of list those out for you here. First, open houses. Open houses are still fully open to the public. You will not have to have a buyer broker agreement signed to enter an open house. It's a great way for buyers to kind of interview realtors and really get exposure to some areas and homes and kind of as they start their process. And also, if I have a listing, a buyer can call me and ask me to see my listing, and I can open that door and show them that home without having a buyer broker agreement, because at that point I am still working for the seller. However, the moment that buyer is interested in seeing another home, that's where the buyer broker agreement signed will be required and come into play. Buyers, in my career, it has been very few times that the very first home that is seen is the home that you're interested in looking at. Normally what happens is after the buyer consultation, you become very excited about all of the different homes that are available to you. And I do think it's very important for you to see kind of the full aspects of what this market has to offer you. And so I think seeing many homes is going to make you kind of a more educated consumer, and also prevent you from feeling like you missed out on something, or you should have investigated kind of this process a little bit further. So it is going to be, don't be surprised if you have or meet brokers at an open house that would like you to commit to a longer term in working with them, so they can adequately show you many houses of interest to you, not signing an agreement just house by house, as that would be, I feel, highly inefficient moving forward. The offers of compensation, as I stated, will no longer be available to us in MLS. However, Coldwell Banker Legacy has created a website called legacycommissions.com, which will be a one-stop shop for other buyers brokers in the market to be able to pull up properties of interest to their buyers with clear communication on what they can expect in terms of compensation there. So looking forward to working with all of you buyers, and let's see what we can do together.